Battle of the Network shows. Join Rick Brooks and Mike Kogel as they explore the TV of the 70s and 80s through hand-picked episodes of their favorite and not-so-favorite series.
Welcome to a Battle of the Network Show's bonus episode. I'm Mike.
And I'm Rick. Hello, everyone.
And I have no idea what's about to happen.
No, you certainly do not. You do not. I barely know what's about to happen, because this is a brand new concept we're trying out, but it's another one of our games, Mike.
A mystery game.
It is a mystery game, and you have, with quite impressive honor and bravery, you've volunteered to be the contestant on this game, and I appreciate that, and I'm sure the listeners appreciate that as well.
Uh-huh.
But,
so on a level of hot seat, is the temperature on this hotter or cooler than a Fame game?
Well, I don't know. After your recent performances on the Fame game, I would imagine that your seat must be cool as ice right about now, my man.
Yeah. But that's a medical condition.
Yeah. Sorry to bring that up.
Yeah.
This game is not at all a reaction to any other games. It's not an attempt to be more difficult or easier. It's just simply for the love of games and the love of television, as I think all of our games are. But would you like to know what the game is, Mike?
Sure.
Okay. Actually, before I say that, I did let somebody else on in this, and that is our old friend Bobby. He's back with the BOTNS Orchestra.
Oh, good. So he could compose something interesting.
Well, it'd be nice if he did, but I would understand if he didn't. You know, he's got a lot of other gigs going, and actually, this isn't a game that requires music, but I just kind of missed him, and felt like I kind of want to get the band back together, like literally, so that's why they're here.
Yeah, okay.
But the name of this game is My Favorite Martin. Yeah, so
okay.
The concept of this game is quite simple, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
You have, if you will, visualize this, and everybody listening visualize this, because this, of course, is an audio format. You have a pyramid of Martins. Okay, these are performers with either the first name or last name of Martin.
Uh-huh.
That narrows it down somewhat. I'm going to give you 3 of their credits. We'll just say like IMDb credits, okay? They could be individual episodes, they could be specials, they could be just like a series. It won't be like the name of an episode unless it's like a one-off or something like that, okay? And you will tell me which Martin it is. And so there's 4 Martins on the bottom level. That's the easiest level of Martin.
Okay.
Then if you get those right, you go up to the second level of Martin, and there's 3 up there. Then there's 2 Martins up on that level, and then at the very top, there's the top Martin level, and that's the most difficult Martin to get. So it'll be very impressive if you get those. If you get that one. If you get all the way to the top, that's very good.
Okay. So I won't know. I have an infinite number of Martins to choose from.
Well,
like you're not going to say the 4 on the bottom are these 4 Martins.
No, they'll be one at a time. So I'll give you clues, and then we'll get one at a time, and they don't repeat. So once we get a Martin, that Martin is removed from play, and you don't have to worry about that Martin.
Okay.
So, there could be a show where more than one Martin has been on it, but the clues will be specific enough, and maybe a Martin will have already been eliminated, so you won't have to worry about that. All right, now here's another catch here. So you can miss one. You can miss one without being eliminated, and at any time you can also ask for an extra clue. But in order to do that, you have to give us something. All right, you have to pick your favorite Martin, and you have to give us a credit of your favorite Martin that it has not already been named. So if you guess a Martin at any point, probably I'd imagine maybe later in the game you might need a clue. You would it could be your favorite Martin, whoever that is, and you would have to give us something else that the person's in that hasn't already been mentioned. And then if the judges approve it, then you get another clue that'll hopefully help make it easier to identify the current Martin. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so. So and you said eliminate it, so like I could fail, and then we'll have to come back another time and start with a new pyramid, right? Yes,
we could definitely do that. I guess we could see how it goes.
Okay.
If you want to keep going through, you could go through, but you'd be just playing for charity. Which of course there's nothing wrong with that. And maybe if you go all the way through, you might get a chance to play bonus Martin.
What kind of prizes are available for this?
What kind of prizes? Well, we've got the usual list of prizes. We got the turtle wax, the Amana range.
I'm still waiting on one of those.
Oh, really? Well, supply chain issues. What can I say? You can get a 1987 subscription to Sports Illustrated with a football phone.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not quite sure how that'll work, but I believe you get a different vintage issue like every week as if it were 1987.
Okay.
Including the football preview and the swimsuit issue, of course.
Well,
Yeah, and there's some other prizes backstage, but the people that organized the game along, the gaming committee, they wanted to keep me away from some of that. Just they thought it wouldn't make good appearances for me to be hanging around backstage by where the prizes are kept. So
okay, yeah,
just to avoid any appearance of impropriety or anything like that.
There was that one incident where you slipped some Orville Redenbacher into your pockets.
That was an accident. Slipped is one thing. It kind of fell off the table, and I was wearing cargo pants that day, and hadn't pocketed or hadn't buttoned the pockets. That's my side of it anyway. But
yeah. Well, I've been tempted by some of the cookies back there, but I can't remember the name of that brand of cookies. The really off brand of cookies that I feel like they used to give away on game shows.
I don't know.
Started with an A.
An A. Amos Famous? Amos, famous?
No.
Yeah, those were not brand. Those are excellent products. Well, if you think about it, maybe that'll be worth a bonus point too.
Yeah.
But
I keep wanting to say Amway cookies, but I know that's not right.
Amway cookies. Boy, you can make a lot of money selling Amway cookies back in the day, couldn't you?
You probably could. Much more than, weird cleaning products.
Well, if Rob Morrow starts coming around here with a bad Boston accent, we'll know that we're in trouble. But right now we're all on the up and up with this new game. So if you're ready, Mike, we can begin My Favorite Martin.
Okay. For
your first Martin, these are the 3 credits, and you will just tell me the Martin that was in all 3 of these things, okay?
Okay.
We've got The Muppet Show, Comedy is Not Pretty, and A Wild and Crazy Guy.
I'm going to have to go with Steve Martin.
It is Steve Martin.
Okay.
And I will say, too, appearances on the podcast might take priority, too. So that's something to keep in mind, too. Yes, so you've gotten your first Martin. Very good. Excellent. All right, next up, at the bottom level here, the Martin Pyramid. Hardy Boys, Nancy Drew Mysteries, Dynasty, and Girls of Huntington House. Which Martin was in all 3 of those things?
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Martin. You said Hardy Boys, Nancy Drew.
Yes, that being one show. Hardy Boys.
Pamela Sue Martin?
Correct, yes. Pamela Sue Martin. Very good, very good. That's 2 down. You know your Martins, I can tell. Next up, Saturday Night Live, The Associates, and The David Steinberg Show.
Martin Short.
It is Martin Short. Excellent. Yes. Very good. That's a couple of big Martins down right off the bat. And I'll mention, Mike, Pamela Sue Martin, her filmography is not nearly as extensive as you would think it would be. For someone that's been around as long as she has, she was not in all that many shows, but, she was on a couple of shows for quite a while, but just something interesting. All right. To complete the bottom level of the pyramid, SCTV, Sesame Street, and The Complete Mental Misadventures of Ed Grimley. And as an example, I'll point out that Martin Short was the star of that Ed Grimley cartoon, but it's not Martin Short because we've already turned over that Martin.
Correct. It's Andrea Martin.
Andrea Martin is correct. You have swept the bottom level. How do you feel? You feel pretty good as we go to the next level up?
Yeah, the Pamela Sue Martin. I was sweating bullets there for a second.
Yeah.
Because I think I leaned on Hardy Boys rather than Nancy Drew.
Yeah.
And then once I started to say Hardy Boys again, I'm like, wait, could be Nancy Drew. And then I remembered she was on Dynasty, and then I remembered what her actual name was.
Excellent. All right, we'll move on then. All right, the next Martin, Tattletales, Password Plus, and Laugh-In. Now, I would just say that, obviously I named a couple of game shows. That's not necessarily the host. It could be somebody that was made regular appearances on one of those game shows.
Yes. And Martin?
And Martin.
Yeah.
Judges, can we accept that? Yes, we can. We can accept that.
Good.
Yes. Dick Martin, of course, from Rowan and Martin.
Dick Martin, okay.
Yes. You see, if it was, Martin and Rowan, we couldn't have accepted that, but because it was Rowan and Martin, the judges are telling me, yeah, that works. Very good. And here's another interesting thing I found in my research, Mike. Dick Martin was also in 12 episodes of Celebrity Bowling.
12?
Yes.
Wow. Wait, how many seasons was that on again?
There's at least 3 or 4, I think.
That's still a lot.
Yeah. So he's probably number 2 behind Ernest Borgnine as his number of appearances. All right. Well,
maybe he was a producer of that.
Yeah, he was a prolific director and producer. That'd be a cool gig, directing Celebrity Bowling. I mean, you get your game show, you get your sports, you get your people in the crowd, your nachos.
Yeah.
Well, you made it past the first level here, so there's two more in this level of the pyramid. You ready for your next Martin?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a little bit harder now, as you've noticed. Okay, Fernwood Tonight, Domestic Life, and Wonder Woman.
Martin Mull.
Martin Mull, yes, the great Martin Mull. One of my personal favorite Martins.
Yeah.
But yes, that is Martin Mull. We go on. You might be able to sweep this level of the pyramid. Okay, we have Fantasy Island, Jaina of the Jungle, Wild Wild West Revisited.
Ross Martin?
Ross Martin is correct. Yeah. Ross Martin, of course, played the gangster in the lesser beloved installment of the Fantasy Island that we did last season.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're getting closer to the top.
Yeah.
All right. It gets tougher, though. All right, the next Martin here. The Education of Private Slovak, That Certain Summer, and Canon.
Martin Sheen?
Martin Sheen is correct. Very good. Martin Sheen is somebody I don't believe has been on the podcast yet.
No.
And he did some guest shots in the 70s, and I named a couple of television movies there, some pretty prominent ones, but wasn't really known as a TV personality until, of course, I guess West Wing years later, right? Yeah. Okay. You're just two more to go, Mike. Two more. You've almost made it. This next one might be a little tricky, but here we go. WrestleMania 1, This Week in Baseball, and Miller Lite Tastes Great, Less Filling.
Billy Martin.
Billy Martin is correct.
Yeah, all those make sense.
Yeah. He was, I believe, the guest ring announcer at WrestleMania. Okay, and he was also on an episode of Who's the Boss?
Of course.
Yes.
Wait, was Tony, he was like a former baseball player.
He was, yeah. All right. Well, Mike, you've done an excellent job so far. You've made it to the top of the pyramid without relying on your favorite Martin. We'll see if you can get it with this one, though. If you can get this, you'll have conquered the game. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Our final Martin is somebody who was in The Tony Randall Show, Zorro and Son, and Murder, She Wrote. Tony Randall Show, Zorro and Son, and Murder, She Wrote.
I'm just going to have to... I think I'm just going to have to throw out a guess. At the very least, it's one of my favorite Martins, Barney Martin.
It is Barney Martin.
Yes.
Oh, man.
I'm trying to imagine him in Zorro and Son.
Yes. I don't believe he was Zorro or Son.
No.
Fortunately.
Wow. That was an adventure. I feel like I climbed an actual pyramid.
Yeah, how does that seat feel right about now?
It feels pretty good.
Yeah, I imagine it does.
Pretty cozy, yeah. And the view from up here is great, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Like, I can just see a sea of Martins. Yeah. Like the Martins who didn't even make the pyramid.
Yeah, there are some.
Yeah.
There were some that were considered.
Well, don't name any, because I guess, if we ever want to play it again.
Yeah.
It seems like it'd be much harder, because I honestly can't think of any other ones right now.
Well, as a matter of fact, if you would like to play Bonus Martin, there might be one more that you could get and get the grand prize, since you made it through the pyramid.
Yeah, let's try.
All right, hold on a sec. Bobby, play us out here. Entering the special Martin machine here. It's an admirable job. After this, Mike, I hope you'll be good enough to tell us your favorite Martin.
That's going to be tough.
I'm sure everybody would like to hear it. Okay, this one might be a little tricky. I said that before, but it's okay. This is the bonus, no pressure here. Name the Martin that was in Columbo, The New Twilight Zone, and the Harlem Globetrotters on Gilligan's Island. Now, I will remind you that you have not used your favorite Martin, so you could use your favorite Martin and get an extra clue if you need one. That's Columbo, the 1980s Twilight Zone, and the Harlem Globetrotters on Gilligan's Island.
Martin Landau?
It is Martin Landau! Amazing.
What a career that guy had.
Could have mentioned Mission Impossible or Space 1999, but, made it a little bit more difficult there. Of course, many were on Columbo, but not all of them were Martins, those that were on Columbo.
That the one, he played twins, right?
Yes, he did. Yes, and Julie Newmar was in that one as well. So,
wow.
For me, it's easy to forget that Martin Landau was in that one, because that was the one that Julie Newmar was in.
It boggles the mind that an Oscar winner was in Gilligan's Island meets the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah. But on the other hand, to be fair, it boggles the mind that nobody from Gilligan's Island won an Oscar. if you look at it that way.
Right, yeah. Yeah, okay.
So what do you have a...
I don't know, because, there are a few I can eliminate from this pyramid, but I have a great fondness for Barney Martin and Steve Martin and Martin Short and Andrea Martin and Martin Mull.
Well, all these Martins have done great work. There's no doubt about that. Many of them have been a great part of the podcast.
Since I couldn't quite remember Dick Martin's first name, I can't really claim him.
Yeah.
And Pamela Sue Martin, I don't really have an opinion of her one way or the other. And I could claim some recency bias, except for that I've seen Steve Martin and Barney Martin very recently in things. Of course, Steve Martin and Martin Short in Only Murders in the Building.
Yes.
Which is fairly recent. And then Andrea Martin when we did the SCTV. And I haven't seen Martin Mull in a while. I did, I've seen that Wonder Woman. So I don't know if I can pick. That might be the hardest thing about this game.
Yeah. Well, that makes it a real relief that you didn't have to pick your favorite Martin. It's good that you showed such skill that you didn't even need to resort to that.
That's right. I guess I could have in a crunch.
Yeah, when you're under the gun and you really need to advance the pyramid, it might have been easier to make a decision under duress. I think it shows the versatility of the name Martin, that there's such a wide array of impressive talent on that pyramid. So many Martins, so many great roles, and so many great shows, and some of which we've talked about, some of which we haven't. But there's a lot of TV history in that group of Martins. Well,
it's a heck of a game. I don't know if we could apply maybe you could apply it to a different name down the line. The title is kind of perfect too. So
I thank you, and I hope that with all our games, our listeners are the real winners. That's our goal. And I'm not just saying that because I'm worried about Rob Morrow coming and investigating us.
Right, with his extra thick eyebrows.
Yeah. Barney Martin had some thick eyebrows too,
Oh, definitely.
We got to get Barney Martin on the show and get him into a baddies for...
We do. His eyebrows were so big that he had to have extra-sized glasses. It wasn't about his eyesight.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
All right, you know what we need to do? I think we need to have our team look into Zorro and Son as a possible candidate for a regular episode.
Yeah. Someone I saw recently in something else was I believe was in that. What's his name? Something Darrow?
Oh, Henry Darrow.
Henry Darrow, I believe, was the Zorro of that. Yeah,
well, lots of stuff out there. I wouldn't mind watching more of the Tony Randall show. I really wish somebody would put that on somewhere or other, but...
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen any of that, but I've heard
it was Ken Levine and David Isaacs, I think, got their start on that, right? And
I think so, and that was an MTM, right?
Yes, it was, yeah. And pretty fondly remembered by a lot of people that watched it, but I don't think it's been seen anywhere in years. But it had Barney Martin.
Hey.
So he got that going for it. Well, excellent job. I congratulate you again, sir. And as always, your zeal and fighting spirit is even more impressive than the actual results, Mike.
Okay. Thank you.